in a way that what would you basically advice for is it going to be, let's say, tech entrepreneurs or family owned businesses and entrepreneurs overall, or now it's the second and third generation of businesses that they're running, um when they want to sell, what would needs to happen in order to be able to put things together in order to sell it? Because the preparation works internally also happens that is actually sellable. Not everything, is the market does not desire. So what are the things that you would, can you share a little bit of these things through your experience of multiple years of experience over 2 decades? What needs to happen, and how long you should internally start the preparation work to put the things internally in order, that there is nice enough package that somebody says, heck yes.
It's very important what you mentioned because you cannot go and sell out a company immediately, usually. No, you have to check what they are doing, if they have employees or everything in order or not, if they have all the sales, if the revenues are registered, if, many, many, many details that you get to know when you interact with the sellers. No? So in many times we end up saying, okay, let's do this process. Let's put this like that. Let's arrange this way, and let's see each other in 6 months,
Hmm.
and let's start the process 6 months from now instead of doing it today. No, because you don't want to show some stuff that is not convenient for this for the sale. No, not that you are hiding anything, but to show that you are doing the things from now on in this way.
Yeah.
No? There's not much to can hide, to be honest, because the auditors will come in and we will check 5 years backlog. So it's not that you can hide things. You don't hide things. And in fact, you show things to have the confidence with the buyer or the seller that you are showing them specifically what's going on with the company, and that you are not selling, false, uh, false things, false ideas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a process. It's something that you have to be proactive in terms of the way you conduct the sale process. Sometimes when we are having the first conversation with a business owner and we are pitching the idea of the, them selling the company, sometimes, at least here in Brazil, they tell you, okay, you come with the buyer and then I'll give you the mandate to sell. And it's not the way it works. So basically, we have to explain to them that we are going to be along their side, helping them conduct a process which is very complex and which they do not know all the traps that are along the way. And so we're going to be guiding them and helping them reach a broader audience of potential buyers and maximize their value by the way we conduct the process in a very proactive manner. So,
Yeah.
and so the first thing we have to go through is to convince that the owners that we are not brokers. We are not there to just make two parties meet. We are there to advise them on how to sell the companies. And the point that Pablo just made is very important because I think for entrepreneurs that, or even company owners that are listening to us, I think one of the most important points is to have the company clean. So basically, if you're
Yeah.
running the company, if you're paying your taxes correctly, if your employees are according to the labor laws and everything else, that helps a lot in a very critical phase of the process, which is the due diligence phase. And recently we had a transaction here. Unfortunately, it wasn't me; it was one of my partners, which was completely clean. So basically, after 2 months of due diligence work, the auditors from the buyer just said, and we were on the sell side, the auditors of the buyer, okay, there is very small amount here, difference in the inventory, so it's not enough to discuss. So let's move ahead without any major discussions of escrows and indemnification. So basically, let's go ahead and close it. So it's very rare. In my whole career, never happened to me.
Look at that.
And it
For
happened
real?
to, yeah,
Never.
never. There's always a
Never.
big discussion, and you spend a lot of time negotiating. These are the points that you spend most time negotiating besides price, which is actually negotiated at an earlier stage of the process. At the end of the process is when you're negotiating the escrow accounts, escrow mechanisms, and the indemnification limits, reps and warranties, everything that's related to contingencies and potential